Hey guys, this is my October Plan With Me video. It's been a while since I have filmed or uploaded anything. We are super close, actually a week out from the due date with our first baby. So things have been a little hectic here, but that's alright. I just want to say about the music. I think it might sound a little bit sad, but I was looking for music that kind of fit a fall vibe, which to me doesn't always mean like the techno stuff and the more upbeat stuff. So I went with like slower, more classical-ish sounding music. So I might sound a little sad, but I liked it. So there it is. Quick disclaimer before we continue on with the video. I have re-recorded this a couple of times to try and avoid it. But like I said a moment ago, I am a week out from my due date. It's like literally a week out as of today, and apparently talking makes me out of breath, so I apologize if I sound out of breath for the duration of this video, but it is what it is. So anyway, we are starting a new season here, and it is one of my favorite seasons. So to signify the season change and kind of shift my mindset into thinking about fall and the cooler weather and the warmer colors and things like that, I decided to start this portion of my bullet journal out with a fall quote that's also decorated with some fall looking floral and also a fall bucket list. I want to say what's on my bucket list because I don't think it's super clear even when I put it in the black ink in the video. So from top to bottom, I put enjoy a fire and s'mores, make a gratitude log, buy a pumpkin, carve a pumpkin, eat candy corn, dress up for Halloween, burn fall candles, have a game night, make a spice cake, bake a pie, and drink a hot coffee. I hate hot coffee. I mostly don't ever drink coffee, but if I do, it's cold. But I feel like I have to do it for fall purposes, so I will probably do that at least once. The thing that I'm most excited about definitely is dressing up for Halloween, because this is going to be our first Halloween with our son, obviously, and I'm really excited to see him in his cute little costume and everything. But I've already done a couple of these things, like eating candy corn, burning fall candles, and making a spice cake, which was really good, by the way. It's October, so I wanted to use pumpkins, so this is my October cover page. This page was 100% inspired by someone's post that I saw in a group on Facebook called Bullet Journal Junkies. I will link her post down below. If you like it, definitely check hers out because it looks so much better than what I drew up here. But nevertheless, I am pretty proud of this pumpkin. I don't draw, really, and I'm not super artistic, but I did look up a step-by-step on how to draw a pumpkin on Pinterest, and I was really proud of it. So I basically just drew a giant pumpkin with the banner going through the word October at the bottom with the days of the week and the dates on it. So I used some washi tape to cover the banner and colored the October in with a green Tombow marker, and then you'll see in a minute I colored the pumpkin in with Tombow markers as well. Alright, monthly spread. This is my least favorite spread that I made for the month of October. It's I don't know why it's my least favorite spread. It just is. I kept it super simple because I don't even know realistically if I will use this spread, because I doubt that we'll be coming home with our baby for the first time and have a bunch of plans outside the house for those first few weeks. But, you know, just in case I need it, it's there. I kept up with the theme by using an orange and green marker, as you'll see in a minute. But real quick, I want to talk about this pen that I'm using. So it's called a Dong-A Fine Tech pen. I bought them on Amazon. I believe that they are kind of a knockoff. I want to say it's a Pilot High-Tech C pen, but I believe they're a knockoff of those. But this pen has a gel ink that has a super continuous flow. It dries quickly, and it has a very thin tip. I believe it's 0.3 millimeters, so it's just great. I love this pen, and it was cheap on Amazon and a great alternative to those Pilot pens that I mentioned. So just wanted to mention those because that has definitely been a pen favorite of mine for about the last month or so. So to wrap up this monthly spread, I ran some washi tape along the top and bottom that is kind of a bronzy color. I just thought it looked fallish and thought it would look cute, so I did. Again, another super simple spread. I wanted to give myself plenty of room for notes, so I made a 2-page brain dump layout here. We got some pumpkins in the corner to keep it fall looking, and I usually only do a 1-page brain dump, but I did a 2-page because I feel like when I come home from the hospital, my brain might not be in the best position to remember a bunch of stuff. So I gave myself plenty of room to make notes and jot stuff down that I need to remember. Okay, this is my first weekly spread for October. I used all horizontal layouts for this month. In September, I used a mix of horizontal and vertical layouts just so I could get a sense of which one I liked more. So I ended up liking the horizontal layouts much better, so that's what I stuck with for this month. I just feel like it gives me plenty of room to write my tasks and events on each day, so that is what I went with. I'm just using a black fine liner to outline most of this stuff, and then at the top you'll see I use a Tombow to write the word October. Now for the bottom here, I feel like, what's this called? Butcher paper? We call it butcher paper, but I got it from my sister who got it at Dollar Tree, and I feel like it just looks really fall-like, so I use it to accent some of my weekly layouts throughout the month, and I really liked the way that it turned out. So I just made that a little note section there and wrote that with my white Uniball Signo gel pen with a broad tip. Week 2. Again with the horizontal layout, again with the super simple layout. I just need to stop saying simple. I feel like I've said that word so many times describing my spreads for this month, but just know, going forward, month of October, I was going for simple. I kind of continued the theme-ish thing I've got going on with using the green and orange Tombow again, but even though this is a really minimal spread, it is one of my favorites to use in my bullet journal. Now this one is my most complicated spread for the month of October. I used butcher paper along the top portion of both pages, and I have a quote from Anne of Green Gables written across it at the top. It says, "I'm so glad I live in a world where there are Octobers." I grew up with my mom reading Anne of Green Gables to us, and I've recently really been enjoying the Netflix original series. It's called Anne with an E, but obviously based on Anne of Green Gables. So to write the quote, I used the same green Tombow that I've been using throughout this month, and then I did a shadow on those letters because I felt like it was a little dark. So I used a white gel pen to make a shadow on those letters, and then eventually, as you'll see in a moment, I drew some pumpkins in the bottom right corner. here is week 4. Not a lot of necessary explanation for this. I did individual horizontal boxes that you will see. I put a green drop shadow on, and then in the upper left hand part of the spread I put a pumpkin with a quote on it from F. Scott Fitzgerald that says, "Life starts all over again when it gets crisp in the fall." Alright, for this last little week, I just reused the same spread. I think it was from week 2 that I did, but I left the bottom bit of that page blank so I could journal about Halloween, and then on the right side I'm hoping to include some pictures from the month as well. But that is my October setup. It's again really simple, but I like the way that it turned out with the pumpkins and the green and the butcher paper and all that. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like it and subscribe if you want to see the things that I post in the future. But thanks for watching. I will see you in my next video.